Once again, I want to say a very big evening to everybody on the feed. I want to say big shout out to all the folks on Reggae Vibes Radio, Power 102.1 FM. Yes, it is a real great night. I can't believe how the time is flying tonight. Maybe it's because of the conversations. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, we promised you that we were going to bring you Rapper Cropper tonight because last week, and I got to tell you, everybody, last week I had on presenter Clearly Smith, and he said, I need, if the struggle is real, ask Rapper Cropper. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the one and only, Rapper Cropper, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, we don't know so the struggle is real now. Big up to each and everyone in all of the audience, them love and respect. You don't know the struggle is real.
Listen, man, I am so delighted to have you. You know, as a fan and just somebody who's fascinated by the way you can take things and present them. I am truly happy to have you on tonight. And you know,
Respect to you.
it would probably shock you if I said good evening and welcome, Leonard.
Rabba Crawford, Mr. Leonardo White. Yes,
This,
yes,
this,
man, respect and blessings to you as well. And it's a pleasure to be on the show as well, too.
and I gotta tell the masses, Maypen is in the house, right?
Yeah, man, Maple, man, Clarendon.
Maypen Clarendon. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I've teased individuals in the past, you know, about how many hats they wear. And I always say, I know if you open your car trunk, how many hats is in there. You just put on the one you need for the moment. So, Rapper Cropper tonight on the Win All Show. I don't know how many hats can fit on your head tonight, but it is indeed a pleasure to read about you and to see you do your thing. And I just want to say thanks for your contribution to the culture from the angle that you do it right now. And I'm going to get into the fact that you have done it from many angles during your, you know, very, very great but young career. I'm gonna put the young in there. So, Leonard, you're ill out of Maypen. Tell us a little bit about. Are you there? I think we lost him for a moment, but let's get him back right on.
Hello?
Yes, sorry, we lost you for a moment there.
Technology, man, I say go, technology.
You know, but hey, we overcome, right? We overcome. So I was saying, you know, you have worn so many hats and so multi-talented. The right way to say it is you're a man of many talents. And you know, when I look at your bio and see the journey, man, it's inspiring as well as captivating. Tell us a little bit about that because you started in Maypen, you were doing dancing, you and a brother. Tell us a little about that part of rapper cropper growing up.
Yes, man, you know, back in Jamaica and Maple Clarendon, me and my cousin, um, one day we went to a event by Jamalco, that's one of the backsites in Jamaica. They was keeping a event like a pre-carnival. So we went and we dressed up in our carnival outfit. We went there and we sort of take the show and someone sees us and they come up to us and say, we are keeping an event. Would you guys be able to come and perform for us? I say, yeah, man. And from there, so, me and my cousin start a little thing where we call ourselves Atia the Cherry and Mass Joe. So, me I
Yeah.
say, from event to event, and we go and perform and do little dancing. Me, personally, I wasn't a big dancer, but he was a good dancer. But me, I always in my old man suit, my big clock around my neck, my big suitcase, you understand, and just like a big belly old man, and just go on stage, and I just put myself in the moment, and just lose myself in the moment, and just give the crowd a performance. And it went quite well. And we leave from there, and then we came over to the UK,
Yeah.
where we started to put our music.
Good, good.
So,
And I saw you.
recently,
Yeah, I saw where you were on a label, man. Put out quite a few tunes as well.
yes, man, Jetstar, yeah, man, who was with Jetstar, where we put out quite a few tunes. We have tune from vinyl. It's a mess, we have all the works.
I see that. I see that. And yet, guess what? I honestly feel like you have very very ardent fans right now who can't relate to the fact that you are a recording artist early, unless they found out later, because
That's true.
they know, they know Rapper Crapper, the vlogger.
Yes, that's true as well.
But before all this, you're a great dancer and a recording artist with some good songs out there. You know.
Yes, and also I played a few roles in some small movie and some small online series as well too. And from there, leading up to shooting my own film, write, direct, produce, and shoot it with also the help of my management Frenchie as well. So that movie as well soon release online.
What?
We did a premiere last June over here in the UK at Odeon Cinema in Greenwich.
Yes.
And the premiere was quite successful and it was nice. And I'm the second Jamaican in the UK
Yeah.
to premiere a movie in the Odeon Cinema, which like a massive cinema.
Well, this is breaking news for me. So tell me the name. Are you able to release the name?
Yes, man, the name of the movie is W.A.R. World Against Rapper.
Whoa! Oh, I did see that. I did see that. World Against Rapper. Well, we can't wait to
Yeah.
see that, man. So you said that's coming out soon.
Very soon because at this moment I'm in the process of subtitling the movie. So as soon as I finish subtitling the movie, hopefully before the 15th of next month, it will be available online.
Wow. Yes, the World Against Rapper. W.RA. Oh, Lord. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Rapper Crapper. And he's known, depending on what pulled you to him, for different things. Right now, we just kind of, we like to give you that little bit of information about our guest that you don't know. You never know. And you know now he's from Mapen. You know he danced. You heard he went over there at the Backside Company and did his thing. And here we are, right? We didn't even we're not even going into the vlogging yet because we're still talking about some stuff here. Now, I saw where you were in a Marva Providence video.
Yes, man. Those were the days when we was at Jetstar. Yeah, those were the days when Jetstar, man. Big up Marviam Providence as well, too, you know.
Yeah, lady full of energy and fire, man.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. And me have to give her a props because that day she does take on to me although good spirit, no good spirit. Simple.
Yes, yes.
Yes, good spirit, no good spirit.
Yes, indeed. So, one of the connections that how I got connected with you from a different angle, other than enjoying your many vlogs, is that there's Stop the Crime and Violence campaign in Jamaica, and as a matter of fact, as soon as I put up that you're gonna be on the show, Kamarla Pitter, Queen Kamarla, said to
Yes, man.
big you up because you were one of the first persons, if not the first person, that stepped in and said, "Hey, it's a good thing. I want to support it." So hats off to
Definitely.
Rapper Cropper and that. And it's kind of an interesting situation to have Rapper Cropper being interviewed because I sit back and watch you do your thing so much. It's almost a weird feeling, as much as I've done so many interviews. But I want to shout out presenter Clearly Smith, because in touching on the Stop the Crime and Violence campaign, I came across his tune, "The Struggle is Real."
The struggle is real.
And when I heard the part where said the struggle is real, you a lot of times you've finished a vlog and you'd say the struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me, whatever. And so when I heard him say the struggle is real, ask Rapper Cropper, I was cracking up listening to that song. And I said, you know what? We should really ask Rapper Cropper. So I'm really curious, and I got the tune lined up. I'm really curious to know about your connection and the making of the song. The struggle is real.
Definitely, man. First of all, I have to big up presenter. Presenter is a very great artist. And, it's all about the tune. From presenter, get the idea and record the first promo copy. He contact me and he send me the tune. And from the first moment I listen to that song, I say, yeah, the song is number one. The song is a big song. Because the way he put the song together and deliver it,
Yes.
I say, yes, And a few days ago, a few months ago, I was in Jamaica as well. And boom, everything worked. So God worked in a mysterious way that I was in Burger King buying some food. And me hear somebody say, wait, rapper. I mean, so we're tour guide presenter. And boom, the link make right this again. And
Wow.
after we used to work via online
Yes.
to Jamaica and the UK, boof. First time, my first day in Jamaica, a presenter will link up and me and say, oh my God, look at this. And
Wow.
from there, so we just link up again. We go in the studio, we put in some works in the studio, we do some interview. You understand? It was great, I'm not lie.
Yes.
And it's also good to produce, to see an artist produce a good quality song like that with meaning to the lyrics. It's not just any song where disrespect people or downgrade people. It's a song where you can listen to and it can also motivate you.
The struggle, and the thing is, it's such a catchy line. Everybody
It
like
is.
like what you know. Like I said, I watch your vlog. The struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Then I hear presenter Smith. The struggle is real. Ask Rapper Crap. I'm like, oh my goodness, he really touched on to something with that. And yeah, man, love the tune, and you know, good as you say, good positive message. Good positive message. Now,
Yes, man.
now, Rapper, it's about what? About 2:30 in the morning in the UK, right?
Yes, man, to be exact, 2:30.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to shout you out, and all the UK-based fans who are checking out the show right now. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Rapper Crapper, I gotta ask you about this move of utilizing. You have masterminded what it is to take social media to a whole nother level within your own culture, maintaining your what you would say, maintaining your character while you do it. Tell us about this social media journey, man. What prompted you to get
Well,
into the vlogging? Was it something you started out seriously to look at where you are now with all the subscribers and fans all over the world?
honestly, no. Because you see, my first vlog I was going out somewhere. I was in a cab, and the cab driver, he's a Jamaican, but he has been in the UK over 40, 50 years, and I've never been back to Jamaica. So majority of those type of Jamaican, they don't like Jamaicans.
Right.
So we was in the cab and was talking about Jamaican. The way he was talking about Jamaican, you couldn't believe this man was Jamaican. And I want thing, me a boy, me a Jamaican, and I love my country, I love my culture. You understand? So
Yeah.
I was so upset, and because he's an elder and I'm a very respectable guy, so I didn't want to be rude to him. So as soon as I get out of the cab, I take my phone and I record myself writing, and I did the first video saying, if you've been to foreign more than 20 years or 30 years and you have never returned to Jamaica, please don't call yourself a Jamaican. That video did well. After that, I did a next video talking about the Caribbean customer service. That video did great. Then one day, my management friend, she said, Rap, I see a video where the video, yeah, I want good video for you, though. And she was searching for the video, so the video last. She couldn't find the video.
Yeah.
And she searched for this video for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And this one time she finally found the video. Me, I say, oh, am I going to do that, the video? Because I've never done a split screen video before, but I'm a good editor. And she said, oh, no, just do it split screen. I'm saying, all right. I'm going to take the video, sit down, have the phone in my hand,
Yeah.
watch the video on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
and we just start exactly how I feel about the video. The next morning, one time I wake up, 1.5 million views on Facebook.
Whoa.
Me, I say, kill.
Wow. And just
Yeah.
like that, there a vlogger
Just
is
like
born,
that.
eh? Wow.
Yeah, man, and same time, even my mom called me, because I was also swearing a lot. My mom called me, and my mom said, remove it from the net now. She said, remove it, I didn't grow you to. You're swearing like that all over social media. Remove that video now. I mean, I say, mommy, you know, say, I love and respect you, but here I go on. The video, I'm not going to move it now, because I've never seen myself or even think I would get so much views, especially within a day.
Right.
And she said, and from there, I didn't look back. Me look forward, and meanwhile I'm looking forward. I also begin to start to study social media because it's like you're at a university.
Yeah.
And you notice from then until now, I changed my style a lot.
Right.
Because when time I just started, I used to go hard on people. I didn't ease up. I used to go hard. But then, after I started to realize the power of social media, I realized the way I'm doing my video is very dangerous because I can cause someone to go and commit suicide.
Yeah. That's very, very considerate, though.
Right, because I'm there to beat and teach.
Right.
I'm not there to kill anyone. I'm there to let you know, boy, what you're doing, that's stupid, that's wrong, and we would love for you to show better example. That's my aim. Not to go and criticize anyone or deal with them certain way that they feel so ashamed that they have to go and commit suicide. And social media, that simple can happen because whenever someone see 500, 600 people commenting and saying bad things about them, it's not everyone have them mentality to cope. Some people would easily commit suicide. So there, I changed my style and I become a bit more, not said softer, but I use different words and different way of addressing the situation.
I was about to say that, that it seemed like over time you have got a little more subtle. You have tempered what you're saying. You kind of make it more amusing than anything else. And the following is there still. You're still getting the hits. So I think it's great that you can actually put it out there that on the show tonight that it's a deliberate move on your part.
Yeah, it is. Because even last week I met someone and they said, "Rapper, I love your show, but one problem I have, even though I like your show, I have to criticize you at the same time. You have changed. You have not aggressive as before." And I say, yes, but there's a reason for that.
Right.
You understand? And when he explained the reason, then he kind of understanding. So it's not about being aggressive. You understand? I'll just getting a point across, merely.
Right.
You don't have to kill someone to get a point across.
Yeah, the extra sensationalism and you say being sensitive, to the people involved. Because take for instance, one of I want to touch on one of the favorites. And two things tied up here. Sometimes you don't even originate the content. A lot of times you don't. But you take something that literally speaks for itself. But what you do with it and your little input and your little comments and stuff, just take it to a whole nother level. Take for instance that Indian guy, that Indian guy that loved Beyonce.
Yeah.
that was telling the American girl, "Oh, you're my perfect Buddha call."
Yes.
No, that one. I mean, all you did was basically share it in a way that typical Jamaicans would say, "Listen here, come check this out. Can you believe this?" And you really didn't beat up on the lady or the man, but I like the input when you say, "Man get busted, why him not just ease himself out and take care himself? Him there toe to toe with the lady." So, yeah.
Because you don't get to find out already, so don't feel. You understand? You're in the wrong, so just humble. Makes sense. Just try go on like the boy. You didn't get caught out and. But I say go, we are man who's killing you.
That's right. That's right. Well, again, and the thing is, you've also touched on some very serious issues. We just had like Roy Fowle got shot.
All right, please.
Yeah, you did something on that. There's also, so it's not like you're just looking for just jokes or but right.
No.
But man,
I'm giving joking. You see, something where a lot of people don't know. You see, over my years of doing vlogging, I have also have quite a few arrests. Not only in Jamaica, but in St. Vincent, in loads of other parts of the Caribbean and the world as well. Because, as I said, with these videos are very effective. You understand? So a lot of people don't really know the power of social media because someone can commit a crime. And just by me vlogging that video, that person can be arrested within 3 hours or within a day or two from there. Because that video go viral, everyone know that person's face and everyone are looking out for that person. Anybody sees anywhere. And because my reach is so far, you understand, lot of cases my videos solve.
Really?
Yes, man. It's not just simple as that, man. And also, I'm also a person that a lot of the time also counsel, well, I wouldn't say counsel, a lot of the time also take the time out to listen to people. For instance, if you have a problem or if you have a situation that you want to talk to somebody about, or even if you just want someone to listen, you understand?
Yes.
I'm that guy as well, so I do a lot, but I don't come on social media every day and say, oh, I did this, oh, I did that, because it's not about that for me. It's not about the hype. It's about doing what I'm doing and helping the people who I'm helping. They know what I'm doing and I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to come and tell the world everything we do. But I really do a lot.
That's great, man. That is awesome to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Rapper Cropper, live out of the UK at about 2:40 in the morning. The man is up talking to us and we really appreciate it. Rapper, how do you market yourself now? If do you do performances as an artist, comedian, dancer? I mean, how do you market yourself now, man? You got all these hats.
Well, it depends. If you want me to come and perform as a comedian,
okay,
you don't know, I can come and perform as that. If you're keeping an event and you want me to come and host, I can do that as well.
Great.
If you even want me to do appearances, I can do that.
Great to know, ladies and gentlemen. And I know everybody know if you find Rapper Cropper, but it doesn't hurt to share. Tell us the website, the different places where they go.
Yeah, man. You can find me on Instagram. So may I say, if you want to contact me, you can message me on Instagram. You also can message me on my fan page as well, Rapper Cropper, because we check 99.9% of my message. You understand? I might don't check it same time, but eventually me I go check it. You understand? And you also can email us at info@bbmtv1.com.
Can you repeat, please?
info@bbmtv1.com.
Yes. And we got the movie coming out soon online. I hope the internet don't crash that day. I hope Rapper Cropper don't crash the internet. Well, again, man, it's such an interesting thing just to see how you started down there in Clarendon, going to the UK, and now this vlogging thing and such great insight. So let me ask you now, a lot of people look at what you do and feel like, I can start a YouTube channel, I can start vlogging. Tell us on the serious side of it, what it took to get you where you are, man. Was it a lot of hard work?
Well, at first it took a viral video still, but after that, then yes, after that there was a lot of work, because as I said, social media, every day you have to keep on study, because it's not just social media. You have to study the algorithm, and every minute the algorithm change. You have to try to keep on top of things. It's a lot of work. It's not just simple.
Right.
But if social media, if it's something that you love, once you have the right content, once you're consistent, man. Once you be true to yourself and also be you, don't try to pretend to be nobody else. Just be yourself. Yes, it will work for you. But it's all about content and it's all about consistency.
Consistency, presentation, and content. Now, one that presents us if you ask Rapper Cropper, boy. All right. Okay.
And also, I would like the people as well to check out present interview and my Rapper Cropper vlog to YouTube channel as well when they got some time.
Great. Good. Vlog to channel. Now, anything else you want to add, man? Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Well, basically, I would like to say big up Frenchie, my management, and the whole team said big up presenter, and also thank you very much for the opportunity to come on the platform and also share my story. I appreciate it a lot. Big up the listeners them for tuning in and not taking the things. So I say big up all the new fans them who I go have same way.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
It's all love and respect to the people, man. Also make you use them know. So what you know, just show love and respect to your fellow brother and sister. You understand? More love, more unity, and more peace. Life sweet and life nice. You understand?
Yes.
Stop the violence, put on the weapon, and make we unite and just live and enjoy life.
That's right. I'm asking everybody to like and follow the Wayne Hall Show page, guys. We bring you information and music just like this every Wednesday,
Definitely.
Saturday at 12 on the dial, 1100 a.m. in Atlanta. Rapper Cropper, what a blessing, man. It's great chatting with you tonight. Learned so much about the man behind the vlogs. Yes, indeed. And I hope, yeah.
And next little thing as well, you know, me also have quite a few voiceover in Jamaican dubbing where me have I use different cartoons or different movie. I'm change them Jamaican style. Sometimes I just change one voice. So you have one Jamaican character and them stuff there. So me have quite a few of them things there as well on social media.
It's funny you say that because I like the one with the panda, Kung Fu Panda.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, I mean it, man. I've watched you a bunch, so you know it's just funny though. Like I said, how things come full circle because I never just sat down and said I need to get. It's funny how I meet K meet presenter introduce rapper crapper. Here we are, and yet I can connect with so much of what you do because it is absolutely
Real,
funny, bro. It is humorous, and you know one thing about Jamaicans. Nothing, nowhere, anytime is ever too serious for a laugh. We laugh at our problems first, then we try how to fix it. And that's
That's true.
Jamaicans. Yeah. So yeah, man. So go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Rapper Cropper. The man needs to go get some sleep. It's 15 minutes before 3 o'clock in the UK, 15 minutes before the hour of 10 in Atlanta. Rapper Cropper, it's been a blast. Thank you.
Respect and blessings, man. I respect you. Big up yourself. The struggle is real.
That's what we're going to close it out with, my brother. The struggle is indeed real. You have a good one.